Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Worthy, Worth It, and Priceless. This episode is called Lured by Loneliness. Now, Lured by Loneliness is my next single off of my EP, Still Bubble. And as far as the title, Still Bubble, I got that from my grandmother. Or my granny, she named me Bubble as a child because she said my cheeks looks like bubbles. So that's where I got the nickname from. And the reason why I named my EP Still Bubble was because I've been through a lot. And sometimes, like when you're going through things, you don't come out the same way. Once you peel back the layers, you're a totally different person. But by the grace of God, God preserved me. And I saw that at my core, I was still Bubble. So that's where Still Bubble came from. But back to the single, Lured by Loneliness. That single is about going back to your ex. After a breakup, for the most part, it's like for a one night type of situation. But what I wanted to talk about is a little bit deeper than just the song. What I want to talk about is how do we end up in those situations where we are going back to our ex. And in the song, I'm actually going over, like, how did I end up back here? I'm asking myself all these questions. I don't leave, you know what I mean? But for the most part, I'm asking myself, how did I end up here? But there's another part of the song. It's like I say that it's just comfortable because it's familiar. And that's what happens sometimes of how we go back to our ex. Sometimes when I was speaking with my spiritual mom, my daughter's godmother, and we were talking about how that happens. And it's because we're watering the seeds of our past. Now think about every conversation that you have, look at it as a seed, or every part of your life as is a seed. As you're having conversations with your ex, as you're thinking about your ex, all those things, that's how you sometimes end up in these situations, because look at it is as you're watering that seed instead of, in my perspective, or things that I have done, instead of me actually moving on with my life, I have went back and tiptoed over there, or I started thinking about him, or, just thinking of the good parts and all this stuff. And then in my mind, it was to the point I felt like I couldn't live without him. And so at the end of the day, the streets are hard sometimes. And so at the end of the day, next thing you know, it's like you end up being back over there because, basically you're lured by loneliness. Not that you actually even want to be with the person, you just don't want to be by yourself. And so that is basically what the song is about. Now, I do recognize that song is not for everybody, and it's not up. It may not be, your speed, and which is fine. But I do have other songs, a lot of love songs, and all those things, or even songs that'll get you through the day, give you encouragement, like There's Only One You, or the I Am song. And if you are currently just getting over a breakup, I also have Lost Me, Heartbroken Again, as well as I have a song called She's Over You, when you know that you are done through and finished with your ex. So all of my songs can be found on all platforms under my full name, Tammy Michelle Simmons, and I would love for you to check them out. Just know that they are spoken word. I am not rapping, nor am I singing, but I pray that you like the music, and if you do, please subscribe and support. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart in advance. If I didn't state before, I'm sorry. Lured by Loneliness is available now on all streaming platforms. So once again, please check it out.